Okay, Alan Hanksters in Daytona Beach, Florida. Our guest today is a plum crazy 1970 Challenger. It is not a correct car, it is not a numbers matching car. However, it is an incredible piece of American history here. Shaker hood, which everybody wants to have in a Mopar, absolutely everybody. Correct Mopar shaker hood. It has a Carter AFB on it, big volume Carter AFB on a tarantula type manifold, and it's a built 360 with a cam in it. Rough guess, and I'm no dynamometer, but I'm sure it's making up in excess of 400 horsepower. Very, very strong running car. Incredibly nice car. Set of fin valve pan covers on it. It has an unusual set of headers. These are very expensive to buy if you price them. The first basically 12 inches of the header system is a little smaller tube. It's 1 3/4 inches. Then that dumps into the remainder of the header system, which is about a 2-inch system that transitions into 3.5-inch collectors. Very, very good system. It's expensive to produce, expensive to buy also, but it makes the most horsepower of any headers that you could make for the street. Great system. This particular car has power brakes, power steering, and factory air conditioning. It's a great car. Everything under the hood is clean, crisp. The fender tag is still intact. Solid fan, looks like a new alternator. All your hoses are intact. The heater's still hooked up on the car. Transistor ignition, a brand spanking new battery. No marks on the core support. Everything is nice underneath the hood of this car. Very, very nice car. Okay, going across the front of our Challenger, you can see that the hood fitment is really exemplary. Very, very nice. All the way back to the windshield. There's no overhang in the back, which is traditionally common with some of these e-body cars. Gap on both sides is just absolutely flawless. Original type grille in it. Challenger RT designation in the front. The argent splatter on the front is nice and clean and crisp and shiny, the way it was when it left the factory. The bumper, the chrome is really, really gorgeous, much nicer than ever whenever it did leave the factory. Front valance and pan, no dents, no marks, no pulls. Amber lights are nice and clean looking, nice and bright, no cloudiness to them. Very, very nice car in the front. There's really nothing that you can say wrong about it. Hood fitment is nice. All the software around the front's nice. Really nothing wrong with this guy. Okay, going down the side, you can see the marker lights are nice. The chrome around them is very, very nice, and see the way the bumper fits also. Very, very nice fit. Going back to sides, just as nice as you could possibly want it to fit onto the door, to transition to the door, and the front fender is just as nice as could be. They look like a set of Mopar rally wheels. They give you every indication that they're an absolute perfect set of Mopar rally wheels, but they're too big. And I'm trying to see what size they are here. 17-inch. So they're a duplication of a Mopar rally wheel in a 17-inch. So you've got an updated wheel, a nice clean design, original type Mopar centers with the argent on them to match the grille and the accents on the car. Great, great system for this car. Notice the hinges are tight as can be in the back. A nice fit, everything is nice as can be. Tinted windshield. You can see the trim around the windshield. There's no dings or marks or anything on it. The wipers have aftermarket blades on them, but correct era, original equipment wiper arms themselves. Vinyl top, white. There's no bubbling in it, no marks in it anywhere. Your drip rail is really, really nice. No marks, no scuffs anywhere. Whiskers, wipes, again, whatever you want to call them. Nice and clean, nice and crisp. Just like brand spanking new, the stainless steel that transitions onto the door fits nicely, as you can see. Just has a non-adjustable one mirror on the driver's side, none on the passengers. Driver's door, really nice. Transitions onto the quarter, really nice. There's a little tiny bit of an overhang here, nothing to get excited about. Chrome on the door is nice. When you look inside the car, it has the original equipment. Wood grain steering wheel in it. Dash is nice and clean. There's no cracking or no marks on the dash. The original Chrysler tag is still nice and intact on it. White interior, black carpeting. The seats are gorgeous in this car. The headliner the same way. There's no drooping or anything in it. It does have seat belts in it also. Very nice, nice car inside. Side window in the back, same way. The wiper is real nice. Chrome around it is really sweet. Quarter panel, same way, real nice. There's no problems at all in the quarter panel. Trim around there's a little tiny mark right here. You can hardly see it. You won't see it in the picture, but I'm telling you, there's a little tiny mark here. A couple little ones right here where somebody got a little overzealous putting the trim around the back window, and another one on top here around the back window. The stainless trim that fits on there, which could easily be replaced. Whether we will or not, I don't know, but I don't know. We'll have to take a look at it and determine that. But there are some marks on the stainless that are around the back window. The striping is correct for a 1970 also. For an RT, it really looks good. Gives this car a lot of pop with the white interior, the white top, and the white stripe down the side of it. Really great looking car down the driver's side. Okay, around the back of our plum crazy Challenger RT style. The fit of the trunk, you can see, is just absolutely gorgeous. RT designation on the back. Tail lights nice and clean. There's no milkiness to them or anything. Backup light the same way. Tail lights are really nice on these cars, as a matter of fact, and so is the trim around them. And everything actually even lines up. A lot of these cars, even from the factory, the trim around the tail lights never quite fit perfect. This is one of the nicest ones I've seen. As you can see, the back bumper fitment, very nice. It's a little higher on this end than it is on this end, but again, a little tiny bit of an adjustment if it's an issue. Probably the way it would have come from the factory, they weren't that critical back then, but it could be adjusted. Chrome on the back bumper, absolutely stunning. Bumperettes that hang down, same way. Back pan doesn't have any marks or pulls on it anywhere. The correct quad rectangular exhaust out the back that would be correct for an RT Dodge. Really nice looking back end on this car, very nice. And the paint job is gorgeous on this car. You can't see it in the video, but the paint is just exemplary on this car. It's absolutely stunning. Much nicer than it ever was new, I can tell you that. Okay, down the passenger side of our little RT. Side marker light, same way, very nice. Trim around this top the same way. Grip rail, there's no marks at all, none. Very nice. Quarter panel transition onto the door. This one is really nice. There's nothing you can complain about on that one. Again, the wipes are just as nice as you've ever seen on a Dodge. I mean, there's usually a little deviation. This one doesn't have any. It's really nice. Again, door handle, and you can see the interior of the car, just stunning. It's white accents, black background. Doors are nice and clean and crisp on this car. Everything is really a nicely color-coded car. Same way down the passenger's door. Really a nice car. Transition onto the front fender. There's nothing. RT designation, same as the other side. Trim around the window. Again, there's no marks or anything. Up front, marker light, same thing, nice and flush. The gap is nice on this side also, as it was on the other side for the front bumper. And again, 4 17-inch rally-style wheels, which have modern type tires on them, 17-inch as opposed to 15s or 14s actually. And great color combination. Quick fuel Mopar RT gas filler. Fantastic car. It's not a correct car per se, but it's also not priced like one. This car is as nice a vehicle as you'll ever find. It's one of the best color combinations that you could ever come across. Plum Crazy in white with a shaker hood, with air, power steering, power brakes. I mean, the car's just absolutely stunning. It gives you an RT look. It gives you the performance of any RT. It's a built 360 in this thing, and the Mopar, so you know it makes a lot of horsepower. The car's just a great car. It's at a very reasonable price. It's available here at Daytona HANKSTERS, and you would be absolutely proud to be seen in this vehicle. It's gorgeous. Okay, we're underneath our 1970 Challenger Plum Crazy and white, absolutely gorgeous car, and it's really nice underneath too. Disc brakes in the front. Appears that it has fairly new shocks in the front. No leaks. As you see, there's no leaks on the engine. This is a fresh built 360, by the way. New torque converter in it. No leaks on the torque flight tranny. You can see the ceramic coated headers coming down. 1.7/8, 2 inch, something like that, transitioning into our collectors. The steering all seems nice and tight on the car. Original cooling lines that go back to the transmission, they're still in great shape. The collectors go into, looks to be about a 3-inch pipe that goes down to a 2.25 exhaust pipe that has an X-pipe system in it, which gives you theoretically another 15 horsepower, which was also designed by Chrysler. They came over with the crossover pipe. Subframes in the front are really nice condition. No marks on them or anything. It has the original Chrysler splatter coating underneath the floor pans, underneath the floor in the front. Going back to the back toward the back of the car, the splatter coating is the same way. It's undisturbed. No cracks or marks on it from anyone jacking it up through the years. Original brake lines, original fuel line yet. Really a great looking car. The undercoating on this car was original from the factory yet undisturbed. Very nice condition. The floor pans in the back, same as in the front. You can see original splatter coating from the factory, undisturbed. The pinch welds onto the rocker panels, just, well, Chrysler did them. So you know they're right. MagnaFlow, stainless steel, 2.25 mufflers. Torque boxes in the front are real nice. The subframes in the back, some hauler at one point in time got a little overzealous with tightening this thing down, and where these two holes, which are about 3 inches apart, there's a section that's pulled between the one, and it's almost pulled the whole way between the other one. So he got a little bit overzealous tightening the thing down. Not a good thing to do, but it didn't hurt the structural rigidity of this car or the integrity of it. Just a minor pull wherever he tightened it down. It didn't have anything to do with the structure of the vehicle. It's still as strong as it was when it left the factory. Nothing was compromised. The torque boxes in the front are very nice where the springs attach. Again, the parking brake cable is original and all functional and new looking. You can see it's functioning, it's working. 2.5 or 2.25 at the back of the muffler, and then it goes into, looks like a 2-inch pipe. Goes from 2.25 down to 2 inch. Back to the stock quad exhaust on the car. The multi-leaf springs are nice. There's still a nice arch to them. Gas tank's original. Rear end's original to the car. It would have been for a 318 car. Drop downs in the quarters are real nice. Floor pans in the trunk are real nice. You can see that this car was undercoated from the factory, and it still retains the majority of that undercoating. And none of it's been disturbed, and I don't see any place that it's been fixed or repaired. It's a real solid car underneath. Drum brakes in the back, air shocks in the back also. Just a real nice straight car. It gives you an RT look with the performance of any RT, and Just an absolutely fantastic looking plum crazy in white car with a great undercarriage and no rust. Very, very nice car.